It's hard to believe that we're more than halfway through the first month of school, and I hope that you've had a great beginning and are off to a wonderful start. I want to first thank you for your tremendous support of our launch of district goals, priorities, and cultural aspiration, and also let you know that our Board of Education unanimously approved those to make them formal this past week, August 26th. I want to just go through them really quick because I hope that they will continue to guide everything that we do, whether that be through support, resources, or our early release days, which is my purpose with you today. Again, our goals: by 2020, 90% of our third graders will read on or above grade level. By 2018, our graduation rate will be 90%. By 2018, we will close the achievement gap between subgroups by 10 percentage points while we increase the performance of all of our subgroups. In order to do that, we've adopted the following priorities: provide all schools and departments the differentiated support they need to reach the full potential of the continuous improvement process to maximize student outcomes. Train and support individuals to be strong instructional leaders and hold them accountable for achieving district goals. Equip staff to support struggling students, and intentionally engage our parent and community partners in understanding, supporting, and advocating for our district goals in service of students. In order to do this, we need to work and exist in a culture that says high expectations and high accountability exist in a psychologically safe environment. In particular, from our district priorities, I hope you will begin to see how critically important the role of professional development in our district has become and will continue to be in accomplishing our goals. So I'm pleased to join you today for our first early release day, and I want to talk with you a little bit about that launch. The design of early release came about because our Board of Education last year approved 6 days for this purpose throughout this school year. Our dates are today, September 10th, October 1st and 22nd, February 11th, March 11th, and April 15th. The format for the first 2 early release days has been developed to help you launch this process successfully. The remaining 4 days will be designed by you and the teams at your school based on your school improvement plan, identified data, and the needs that you have in your building. You'll find that the larger blocks of time that are carved out for the 2nd through the 4th early release days will give you time to work on the work collaboratively within teams in your school, and we know that this is going to be beneficial. Our purpose for early release was to provide time to work in collaborative teams and have a direct impact on student achievement. However, this shouldn't be directed by the district. It should be directed by needs that you determine from your school and even within your grade level and department. Last year, we heard from you that we had lots of different models and that sometimes that was confusing. So we also want to use the newly created district-wide model for professional learning teams as a venue or a mechanism for working through this. So our early release days will build upon that model, and we will use it to develop common language and purpose for collaborative teams. As a side note, I'd like to thank all of you who attended our summer institutes and all those who helped plan and prepare them and present them. That common training to get us all off on the right foot was essential to this effective launch, both of early release days and the district-wide PLT effort. Our early release days will use a common continuous improvement cycle so that these professional learning teams know they're looking at data, they're examining goals, strategies, and implementation, and then reflecting on how to use all that to meet school-identified needs. So our expectation is that each team will decide how the data that they look at and work with can be connected to a strategy that ultimately connects to one of those district goals. I want to thank you again for your support of this. We've had tremendous feedback since school started, and we appreciate so much the creativity and support from schools and departments across our district as we work hard towards these common goals. One of the things that I ask for your help with is that our ability to ensure that we continue to have early release days is very dependent upon how well we use this time. And so I ask for your help in making it purposeful, meaningful, and giving us the evidence that we need to tie it directly back to improved outcomes for our students in support of these goals. I want to be able to say, look what we accomplished this year with early release days when I ask for them in next year's calendar. Thank you so much and have a great afternoon.